There's the deal. I did oversleep. I figured we could go ahead and talk about what was shown in the direct. But the direct just finished, and we got announcements like Donkey Kong Country Returns HD, Mario Party, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, and Metroid Prime 4. So let's go a little bit into it and just talk about it, see what this means for Nintendo. New Mario and Luigi, because didn't they close down the studio? Who's making this one? And the art style itself looks so good as well. Wasn't Alpha Dream close and Nintendo hired members? This is what I think when I think of a good looking Switch game. It legitimately just looks so fun. It looks so good. As someone who doesn't play a lot of the Mario and Luigi games, this legitimately looked like I want to play it on the Switch. Overall, really good way to open the direct. This is their holiday title, because technically November is the holiday slot, because everyone buys their games during Black Friday. Nintendo's taking a light year. Unless they're planning, you know what? There's a Pokemon game. There is for sure a Pokemon game more in the middle of November. Art style looks crazy. Game looks like it's gonna run so smooth. It is interesting that is I'm gonna call it a pre-holiday title, because that slot's clearly going to a Pokemon game if they're releasing this on November 7th. So I'm guessing since this is coming out on the 7th, we'll have a release for a Pokemon game on the 21st. A lot of people thought this was just like an anime-oriented direct, which kind of see. 9 games that are all anime-oriented or anime-adjacent. Among Us. You guys want me to talk about Among Us for a second? The game that let me know when the direct was coming out. This trailer got released early, so it's just funny to actually see it again. Next, a big headline though, I would have to say is Donkey Kong Country. I might be crazy. Didn't really enjoy Tropical Freeze as much as I did the original Donkey Kong game. It's gonna be fun. I beat the original Donkey Kong Country Returns. At least they remade a game for Wii. Yeah, to be honest, I thought there would be more 3DS remakes. I would have been happy with the remakes. I think it's okay that it did it because we got a lot of original game. 80 levels. This game was solid. This game will be solid. 2025 in January, or that is a loaded release. If this is January 16th, it makes it seem like that they're not going to completely stop production of Switch games. I think the first few games on the Switch 2 could be cross-platform. Not all of them, and we'll get into that in a little bit. Metroid Prime 4 looks way too crazy. I mean, aren't we supposed to get a direct in September? I think we haven't missed a September direct in forever. January 16th is such a weird title. It's such a weird release date. To be honest, it could be. Switch 2 follows the same release cycle as the normal Switch, coming out in March, because that's the beginning of the physical year. Physical meaning like monetary year for Nintendo. So I think instead of seeing the end of the Switch's life cycle on 2024, we'll see it like February of 2025. Nintendo World Championships NES Edition. This was a guarantee to be in this direct. Again, it didn't show much from what I remember. It's literally just the games. It is crazy they're adding content to Switch Sports. I think we all thought they abandoned this game. I am so scared that this was Project Anna. I'm not gonna lie, as much as I love Switch Sports, I rather have Switch Sports 2, but they clearly have a team dedicated for Switch Sports, because Project Anna could be a team dedicated to updating Switch Sports, or they could have a Switch Sports 2. Switch Sports 2 feels like the greatest launch title for a successor to the Switch. And now I'm just a little scared that it isn't happening. It also says they probably will update it for us not to forget, and then Nintendo Switch Sports 2 later. I mean, it could be a solid release strategy. Get Switch Sports in with the masses before the successor of the Switch comes out, then release Switch Sports 2. Since everyone's already been back into it, that just easily hop over to Switch Sports 2. I think Black and White needs to be remade by Square Enix. I believe Square Enix is working on a Nintendo game. I need Black and White to be remade in HD 2D. If Square Enix does it, I know it's going to be in safe hands. It'll be kind of faithful and really good style. Luigi's Mansion 2 HD comes out this month. I'm not mad that they showed it. They kind of have to. Super Mario Party Jamboree, though, is very exciting and is Project Banquet. I think it's going to be a good Mario Party. It's in October, pre-holiday season, just to kind of stack up that lineup for holiday. The boards look crazy. I think the boards make or break a Mario Party game. They've done a really good job with the mini games now. I'm not worried about it. I am now worried about the boards and the amount of boards. Seeing what they showed off here, I'm excited. But why do we need this Mario Party now? You know what? There was a statistic I was going to show up in my analytical predictions video. There has consistently been a Mario Party at the end of every console's life cycle. I knew this was going to be for the Switch and not Switch 2. Also, the 20-player mode is kind of crazy, but I think this is going to have like 15 mini games and that's it. Coming October 17th. I actually predicted this. I said a Mario Party game in October. There's like 4 on the Switch, maybe 5. Yeah. Honestly, isn't like Mario Party and Super Mario Party 2 different franchises now? Last 2 announcements that are like notable to talk about. I had a feeling they were gonna reuse Link's Awakening's art style, but damn, they went all in on it and I think it looks so good. This is definitely not a sequel to Link's Awakening. Because you guys know the story of Link's Awakening, Link actually wakes up from a dream. Actually thinking this is a sequel to A Link to the Past? I might be crazy in saying that. Like, look at his sword. It's not the Master Sword, it's the white sword. Is that not a construct bow? I don't think so. It could be. I don't want to talk too much about timeline-wise because it doesn't really matter. God damn, looks beautiful. I love the art style of Link's Awakening, so them taking that, plopping it back in, we're for sure gonna get a Zelda amiibo. The idea of having a super customizable experience as well, because you're able to make anything and everything with the wand. It's a cool shakeup in the gameplay where it isn't just sword fighting, it's more methodical. I like that there's gonna be a difference in play style. I didn't want it to just be Legend of Zelda, but just have Link instead of Zelda. These games, they knocked it out. I think finally they understand how to make good looking Switch games. I mean, I know this is a remake, but like with just the Mario and Luigi game as well, they understand something. But instead of having like key items like we do in the normal Legend of Zelda game, we have this kind of copy mechanic, which is really cool. She has her own version of Navi too. And it's kind of like open world as well. This reminds me of that prototype they made of the original Legend of Zelda in a Breath of the Wild style. When they're trying to figure out like how to, you know, do that kind of thing. The Legend of Link, you are Zelda. I want a console where I could play all Legend of Zelda titles. And I thought the Switch was going to be that, but I guess not. I hope post-game in this game, you get Link and then you can play the game as Link. I think that would be cool as a second quest. Imagine just going through the dungeons normally as Link. This makes a lot of sense because Richard and Edward just shared so much correlation, but this is 100% Project Edward. I was a little shocked that is an original top-down game and not a remake of an existing one. That Switch Lite, oh my God. I kind of want this. This is the game we count down to. I was gonna do Switch Sports, but like there isn't a solid release title. So this checks all the boxes. All right. If you guys saw in the Discord, I was like, Metroid? I mean, this is Metroid font. I got debated for a second because like this scene right here, and I thought it was gonna be Super Metroid. This game is clearly Switch 2. Do I think it could release on the Switch? No. No. Am I crazy in saying that? This moment right here is when I realized this is a Switch 2 title. Do I think 4K? No, maybe. I don't know. 2025, this is clearly Switch 2. Are these volumetric clouds? Overall, this game looks like it's going to be good. It looks like it's going to be a really good... It's not a return to form, but it's going to be a good addition on a Metroid Prime. And this is 100% going to be the best Metroid, or the best selling Metroid game. Overall, that Direct, I think it was okay. I don't think it was like bad. I don't think it was good. I mean, I thought it was, I think since we only got like 4 games from Nintendo, one of them isn't even coming out for the Switch. Come on, Metroid Prime is not coming out for the Switch. We got 3 games from Nintendo coming out for the Switch. 1 update to Switch Sports. I'm giving it like a 7. It was a solid one. I'm more excited for the ideas of what's going to happen alongside Switch 2. There's going to be a countdown screen going up shortly on the Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. Very solid direct. We now know what's going to go on for the rest of the year. Now we just got to wait for that Pokemon Presents, and I think that'll be it for this year. Then on to the successor to the Switch. Bye, YouTube. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to get notified when I go live to be a part of these beautiful people over here. And then comment down below, what was your favorite announcement in the Direct? I'm Crafty Type 1, and I'll see you in the next video.